So hello everyone, today I'm going to provide you guys with tips on how to do question 3, paper 2 English IGCSE first language. So first you would wonder what question 3 paper 2 is. So right now I'm going to open a past paper for you. As you can see in this past paper, the question asks you to summarize an article into the value of the king and write them in your own words. So right here, yes, write them using your own words. This is the older version of the paper in 2015, as you can see up there. In the new version, it is the combination of questions A and B into one big 20-point question. But the requirements of the question is basically the same. So we'll go through the steps in the new tests like the ones we do in the old tests. So now let's go through the question to see what we're going to do. So in here it says, read carefully passage B into the value of the kings and answer questions 3A and 3B. In here it says, what did Carter have to do before being ready to embark his excavation? So keep that in mind. Write your answer using short notes, 1 point per line. In the new paper, you're going to turn this thing into a plan. So we're going to talk about that later. Up to 15 marks are possible. So you have to fill in these blanks. Next up, you're going to use your own words and summarize passage B in 200 to 250 words. So you have to keep in mind that thing. Alright, so having done that, now we're going to go through the steps on how we're going to finish this question. So, step 1, we have to read and underline relevant material, 15 points altogether. Step 2, we transfer the points into plan using your own words. Step 3, we're going to group the points logically, put together, and decide which ones we combine to one sentence. Step 4, we write the summary, and step 5, we check the summary. Alright, so please keep that thing in mind. If you have any questions, I'll go through the steps once again. Now I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to read passage B into the Valley of the Kings. Alright, so 1 minute have passed. Now we're going to go through the article and we're going to underline the points. So let's go back again to the requirements. What do you have to do? We have to find out the points which proves what Carter did before getting ready to embark on his excavation. So what did he do? So as you can see here, we only choose the appropriate points, the relevant points to answering the question. So let's go through it first now. So first of all, as you can see here, it starts from here. So if you read these two paragraphs, you won't see that there would be any relevant information to the question. So don't mind it. Just basically don't mind it, and spend your time wisely to find out the points. So first point right here. The first point is right here. It's very obvious. He has to secure his financial backing. So another thing that you should notice is that these points right here is also useful for you, because sometimes the examiner, he expects you to elaborate your point. So it says there, write each point per line, but you have to explain it enough for the examiner to give you a point. Oh, sorry guys. So next up, the next point you can see right here is he had to apply for a permit from Egyptian authorities. And you can see right down here, after a few lines, it says that to do this quickly, he had to leave him small or not so small gifts. So bribing him. So we have found 3 points in a way: the first point, the second point, and the third point. The fourth point, guys, keep in mind, is this one. Even in Egypt, the climate varies in season, and backbreaking work must be undertaken only in cool season, from October to April. So by doing that, Carter had chosen the time to start working. So that is also one of the things that he did, decide the time that he had to do. So that's the fourth thing. The fifth detail is right here. So meanwhile, a team had to be assembled consisting of a foreman with whom he can communicate. So the fifth point is finding a foreman who he could communicate. The next point right here is, and several selected workmen he must keep in order, ensuring they turn up quickly for days' hard work shifting sand. So that's the sixth point. The fifth point and the sixth point, although they're in the same sentence, it could be split into two, because the first he finds the foreman, next he finds the workman. So two are different, so you can do that. The 7 points is the guards that I have employed, because to find incalculable value and desirable modern day grave robbers, and all sorts of that. So that's number 7. Number 8 is that he needs subsistence supplies to be procured. So he needs to provide that amount of supplies to his workers. So 9th point is laid in stores and not only food and drink for 100 men laboring in sweltering desert, but also variety of tools and receptacles for digging. So in here we can split into 2 points, which is food and drink for 100 of men laboring in sweltering desert sun, and variety of tools and receptacles for digging. So because the time of the video is limited, so I'm going to let you guys take a photo of this article, and so we're just going to go through the points because I have shown you how we can get the points. So please take a quick photo of this thing, and we're going to go through the points. Alright, so in here I have successfully taken out the points for this article. So as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points that we have discussed are written here, along with the other points at the bottom. You might wonder, why do I write 20 points? So in the new exam, it says there that you have to include all the 15 points. But due to the fact that the new test doesn't have 15 points, you can write more than 15 points if possible. If only you can keep it in the range of 200 to 250 words. So I'm going to let you guys have a read through this carefully, and we're going to go to the next part. Alright, so you might notice that I leave the colors right here, so different colors for each of the sentences. That is not because I like the colorful life. That's because I want to group the sentences. So in here I write 9 sentences. That means that I could fit 9 sentences in the range of 200 to 250 words by grouping 20 sentences into 9 sentences. So here you can see right here, question 2 and question 3 could be grouped into 1. 5, 6, and 7 8, 9, and 10, 11 and 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So that's a huge sentence right there. 17, 18, and 19. So as I said in step number 3 right here, if you want to see it again, we have to group the points logically, put in order, and decide which one combines to one sentence. So we just did that. So that's a very good job. Now, after grouping the sentence, we have to see the mark scheme. What do we need to do? So the IGCSE asks us for the relevancy of the writing, the efficiency and conciseness. So it has to fall in between 200 to 250 words, and the uniqueness. You have to show your language. So let's go to the mark scheme in particular. It says scroll down. You have to scroll down more. Here, right here. The response is well focused on the passage and the question. All points are expressed clearly, concisely, and fluently, and in the candidate's own words. All right. So we have to do that, and so this is a very, very hard job because it depends on you, what you write, how you turn these 20 points into 9 sentences and make these 9 sentences as short and as meaningful as possible. So the top priority in this is that you have to show the 20 points. So if you don't show at least 15 points, you will not get the credit. Second, you're going to aim for the 5 points by writing relevantly, efficiently, and concisely. So now I have my example right here. So I think that should be from 200 to 250 words. So you can have a look at that and decide what you're going to do with your writing. Alright, so for the last tips of my of this video, I'm going to tell you guys the general tips on how to do it. So first of all, focus on the question set, what it's asking you to do. You should treat the passages separately, so don't care about passage A. Make sure the points count, they need to be clear and not vague. You don't need to introduce or conclude your summary. You have to use your own words whenever possible. Aim to use complex sentences, as we discussed, changing 20 sentences into 9 sentences. One sentence should contain more than 1 point in each, and to get all 5 marks, show the evidence of clear, concise writing style throughout, and precise focus, and the uniqueness of using your own words. So I hope that you find this video useful, and I'll see you guys later.